everybody. Hey, 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 it's Speak Out Loud Day. Welcome to Speak Out Loud, the story behind the brand. I am your host, Lynette Jackson, and I am so excited to be with you again today. Another live broadcast, another live guest, another good guest. And I have to say this, though, that this guest has been here before and she has been has encouraged so many people that have been that have heard her speak, and I have her coming back because she's got something really good that she wants to share with us. So I am so excited. Before we get started, I just wanted to say this weekend, I had to go to Washington, D.C. to say goodbye to somebody very special and dear to me. Um, his name was William Fitchett, and we called him Feedy, aka Big Mo. And I got the news a couple weeks ago that he had passed on, and that really, really it hit me. He was going to be turning 62 in August 17th. And so I just want to say to the Fitchett family again, to Baby, to Jazz, you guys are still in my heart, in my prayers. And I know it was very tough for all of us on Friday evening to get through this. He meant so much to us. Sometimes out of tragedy, some great things happen. So I got a chance to spend quality time with two special young ladies that I grew up with, that I haven't seen in, well, about 40 years. And one is Inez Savage. So Inez, if you're watching, man, can I just tell you how much it was good to see you and chat with you, connect with you. We just picked up from 40 years ago. So just to give you a little bit of information, so we grew up in a church that had a drum and bugle corps. And so Inez and I both were color guards in the drum and bugle corps, spinning rifles. Then I went on to become drum major of the drum and bugle corps. And our girl, Sam, and Feedy and Baby, they also marched in the drum and bugle corps from Washington, D.C. They were called the Royal Knights, and we were called the Rockets. And so we were pretty much, if you would like to say it, we were on tour always together. So we marched in the same parades together. We were in competitions with each other all the time. And so we grew up together. All of us grew up. And so it was very sad. A couple years ago, my half-brother passed away, and I went to see him in D.C., go to his funeral, and I caught up with all of my old drum corps friends, and we vowed that we would continue to stay with each other, connect with each other. Little did we know that I would come back into town for one of my friends' funeral. So one of the crew has fallen. And so we just, want to continue to keep them lifted in prayer. And I just want to say, Sam and Inez, girl, y'all, let me tell y'all something. That was fun. We had spent the entire day after the burial together, just reminiscing, laughing, joking. And I'm not going to talk about the video that I sent you guys, but anyway, that was so much fun. All right. So I just wanted to say that, love on your folks, love on your friends, call somebody today. Let me say this. If somebody runs across your mind more than one time, pick up the phone. Don't even text them. Pick up the phone. Even if you have to leave a voicemail and say, hey, you ran across my mind and I was thinking about you. And I just wanted to say, hey, I love you. And don't forget to tell someone that you love them. You may not ever see them again. And so that was a very tough time for me. But I had a great adventure being diverted from Washington, D.C. to Knoxville. And no one wants to ever hear the pilot say, ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We're being diverted to Knoxville because we're running out of gas. That's the statement that you don't want to hear. And I heard that and I was going, are you joking? Is this a joke? There were storms in Atlanta. We could not land. So my 1.5 hour flight turned into a 5 hour adventure where we were number 4 in line to get gas. Now, gas prices and gas going crazy. When your pilot tells you that you are number 4 in line to get gas, yeah, life is changing. All right, listen, let's get ready to start this show. If you are ready, I'm ready. Let's go.
You're watching Speak Out Loud, the story behind the brand.
About that. See how modest she is, y'all? But let's go. So roasted crickets, I'm like, not eating that.
Yeah.
Consistency.
Every day showing up, even when you don't feel like it.
And now your host, Lynette Jackson.
That's right. I am your host, Lynette Jackson. I am the host of this awesome podcast. It's an awesome podcast. You know what? If you don't buy a ticket to your own show, hey, if you don't think that you're awesome, if you don't say your show is good, no one will say your show is good. I might be the only one. So I like my show. I like my guest. She's the bomb.com. She's funny. She's as wild as I am. And this is what I love about her. She's so good, but she's smart, y'all. She is so smart. But before we do, I just wanted to say that anyone that, you may know me. Hey, you follow me, you may know me, but there may be somebody catching this by replay that don't know who I am. So let me just share a little bit about myself. My name is Lynette Jackson, and I own a company called Roar Media Group. Roar is a digital marketing company that helps its clients speak out loud in the marketplace with websites and videos and graphics and voiceovers. And we do it for small businesses, churches, ministries. We help jumpstart your business, your ministry, your small business to look like you have been doing this for a long time. And you may be just baking cupcakes in the kitchen, but when we get through with you, you're going to speak out loud in the marketplace and you're going to look like you have this huge company. And so it's all about us helping you speak out loud with marketing. We do it for pastors, churches, and small business leaders. And we would love to do it for you. If you are interested in seeing some of the work or getting a free consultation with Roar Media Group, just log on to our website, roarmediagroup.com. All right, that's my commercial. And listen, this show is being sponsored by Word Wise Up. And so I just have to play this commercial.
If you're looking for a t-shirt that would help you spread God's word, look no further. Word Wise Up t-shirts are a great way to share your faith with others and help support a good cause. For every t-shirt sold, donations will be given to the End Time Harvest Christian Center Boys Orphanage in Kenya. This shirt feeds. It feeds spiritually, physically, and financially. Check out our website today, wordwiseup.com, to learn more about how you can help us make a difference in the world.
Well, also, that's awesome. We just have to pay the bills and do what we have to do. And I appreciate Word Wise Up sponsoring our podcast. And so now let's get ready for the show. Okay, so my guest has been on here before. She actually came on during beta testing when we were beta testing back, I think in January or February for the show. We were just doing some beta testing and her story was so compelling. It was so moving. I had so many people say to me, she really, really blessed me. And so I thought it was just proper to have her come back on the show, not in beta testing, but live show. We're up, we're running. Here's my guest, the wonderful, the beautiful, the smart, the funny, crazy, awesome friend of mine, Dr. Kim McNair. What's up, Dr. Kim?
Hello, how you doing? Oh, I ain't know that's what I look like. Oh, you put me on
See,
the.
I
Oh,
told y'all.
the
You look good though.
This
You look
phone
good.
is falling over. Hi, how y'all doing?
No, your bun looks good, girl.
It
Because
does.
everybody
Okay.
can't rock a bun.
Okay, I had to move around a little bit. I was here, there. I had to figure out what was the best place to come. So hopefully, I'm coming through okay. I want to represent for you, my love.
Oh, my darling, you are coming across very well, darling. And
Good.
everybody can't do a bun.
Well, this, I
But
got
you're
plans.
doing this
Okay, I'm
bun.
trying
You
to
got
hold it
braids
up.
and bun. Yeah, everybody can't do that. Everybody can't do it, but you're doing it well. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I am doing well. I'm doing well.
God is amazing. So I have to say that.
Yeah, he is. I think I'm recovering from my flight fiasco. That was the weirdest thing to have your pilot tell you that yeah, we're running out of gas.
Oh wow, yeah, that's some serious stuff right there, girl. That is something serious. I mean,
and they actually said, does anybody want to get off the plane in Knoxville? This would be your final destination. And I'm thinking, well, who's going to get off? Do you know one person got off?
Oh, did they?
Oh, yeah. She said, oh, I'll get off. And I'm thinking, and everybody else is like, why would you get off? We're going to Atlanta. Why would you get off in Knoxville? And she turned around to everybody and said, because I live in Knoxville. Duh. And so they said,
wait a minute. So she was actually going to Atlanta to connect to go to Knoxville.
To connect.
She better, I hope she was in church Sunday, honey, because the Lord set that up.
He set her up.
Won't he do
it? She said, I'll get off. Everybody was like, why do you get what? This lady must be crazy. Because listen, there was no jet, the jetway that comes to connect. No, she has to walk down the steps onto the tarmac because literally we're number 4 in line. There are 3 other planes in front of us on the runway getting gas. So we're number 4 in line getting gas. And she was like, I'll get off. And everybody's like, what? She goes, I live in Knoxville. They said, well, your bags will be checked to Atlanta and we'll just have to fix. She said, oh, no, that's fine. I only carry on. I said, team carry on. That's my girl.
That's good.
Because let me tell you something. If I'm flying internationally, then I'll check a bag. But if I can't get it in my check-on, it ain't going. And that has helped me to eliminate overpacking. Because I have a small bag. If I can't get it in that bag, it ain't supposed to be with me. So
that's right.
I used to pack everything, a kitchen sink. Now it's like 2 pairs of shoes. I travel too much. 2 pairs of shoes. They got to go with everything. And one of them got to be a pair of sneakers.
Well, I got to work on that then.
Yes, we got to do that because, girl, everybody got
time to go bag to Africa. I took a super size bag and I came back with 3.
But no, you were going to South Africa. So listen, you needed to take bag and you needed to
I didn't know what I was going to want to wear. I didn't know what, I just wanted to be prepared for. I know I had dinner plans for a couple of nights. So I had to bring something for that. But
yeah,
wasn't sure what to wear. I just said, let me just throw it in there. I'd rather have it and then not have it.
I see. So let's start off because there's some people like, we can go ahead and be like who we are because y'all can see we just who we are. Yes, but there are some people who don't know you, and as my audience continues to grow, they don't know. They're learning me, but they don't know who you are. So Dr. Kim McNair, would you please tell us who you are, what you do, why you do it, and girl, who do you do it for?
My brain. Okay. Here I go. So, hi, everyone. I am Dr. Kim McNair, better known as your woman on the move. I am the CEO of KMP, Kim McNair Productions. We are a corporate event planning and marketing firm. We work with corporations, foundations, nonprofit organizations, small to mid-sized businesses, and, faith-based organizations, but we do it in a way that creates an experience. A lot of people talk about experiences and those things now. That's basically what KMP prided ourselves on doing, that being able to create a star quality event, something that would have your guests or even have you and like, wow, oh, but just making sure we touch all the right points, right? So that's KMP. I'm also the executive director and I shouldn't say executive director, I should say founder. So I am, because I'm both,
Mhm.
the founder of BWEP, Business Women Empowerment Project. It is
Awesome.
the nonprofit organization for women who are in business, about business, and ready to do business. So we
Hmm.
connect you to resources to help grow your business, your brand, and yourself. And you will hear me say that often because that's what I stand by. I'm also the founder of the BWP Leadership Academy for high school girls, ages 14 to
Yes.
18. High school girls only, girls only. Look, I'm an advocate for women in business. I am a girl. All I can do is, I'm just going to represent for my people and try to get them where they need to go. But I'm really excited about my Leadership Academy. We've got 6 young ladies in college. 2 just started this week, next week. No, they go next week. Yeah,
Wow.
two going and 2 at the HBCU. So I'm really excited about that. Just really trying to change lives, help these young ladies learn how to be women in leadership. They learn leadership skills, entrepreneur skills, financial literacy, technology, life skills.
Mhm.
Life skills is probably the biggest thing. They say soft skills, life skills. They need it. After what we just went through, these girls need to know about themselves, how to
Exactly.
represent themselves, and how to be young ladies, because they're going to be transitioning over. And if they're going to college,
Yes.
military, it doesn't matter. Everything that they learn in the Leadership Academy will help them wherever they go in life.
So
Um,
you said women for women, say that again, girl,
for women who
because
are in
that's
business,
good.
about business, and ready to do business.
So women that are in business, women
Mhm.
that are about business,
That's
and
right.
women that are about to or are trying to do business, right?
Yes, women who are in business, about business, and ready to do business. Because you have
And
some women
ready
who
to
are
do
not
business.
right. They're there, but they're just not. They're ready, but are they really ready? So
Mm,
we pull it
that's
together
good.
that way, and I'm a connector. People say, Kim, this person. That it's power in the connection. And I'm all
Yes.
about connecting people to the resources. We can't
Yes.
grow. We're not gonna be able to do anything. And the resource is not necessarily money. You know what I mean? A lot of
Mm-hmm.
people think, oh,
Mm-hmm.
it's the dollar bill. The resource can come in so many different ways. So that's
Yes.
one thing that I try to let people know. You need to build relationships, and I guess we'll get more into that. But we're talking about who I do it for. I do it for you. I do it for the women. I told you, right? The girls, right? What else, Yes.
You do it. So who that was one of the things, like, who do you do it for? And so yes, you do it for the girls, you do it for the women, you do it for women who are in
This is
business. And
about
and
business and ready.
so and I think that's really pretty awesome because there are I just want to just talk about women, how we don't support each other. Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
Whew, girl. You
But
know?
it's changing. But we can't. I'm such. I'm so glad. I push leadership because I'm a servant leader,
Hmm.
and we have to lead by example. And I feel like if people, women, all women, especially women of color, but all women can see women working together and supporting one another.
That's
Now, a
right.
lot of things have changed over the years.
That's
I've been
right.
in business 30 years now. 2021, I celebrated 30 years.
I'm not gonna
November.
let you. I'm not letting you go. I'm not gonna let you slip that on us. And just, oh yeah. And by the way, I've just been in business for 30 years. And anyway, so we're gonna be doing no, 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 no.
Oh,
Let's back up. Let's back
okay.
up.
Okay.
You've been in business for 30, coming into 30 years.
No,
Is that
30.
right?
November 21 was 30.
So November of 2021 was 30 years you've been in business.
Yes, I started KMP in 1991, November of 91.
And so I understand you had, well, when we did beta testing on this show, you
Uh-huh.
shared this testimony. And this was a thing that really, I think it blessed so many people who saw that.
Mm-hmm.
But you started with, tell them how much money you started. That was the thing
$500.
that got it.
$500 in the dream. See, I had retired from a certain industry that I was in. I was in the entertainment industry. No, I was not a dancer. Okay. I was in
Yeah,
the
you have to
modeling
clarify
industry.
that because it's
I gotta
like,
get it
oh,
right.
girl,
Because I
I'm
was
in,
in entertainment. No, I was a model since
and
age 14.
especially in Atlanta, you need to
Yeah, I need
clarify
to say
that.
that. You're right. You're right. I need that disclaimer. So when I retired from modeling in New York, New Jersey area, I relocated to Florida. I was, it was so many things that I was used to seeing, but I didn't see the thing. There was things that I was used to seeing that I didn't see there. I was like, what's going on? Where is this? Where is that? So I'll say something in my sha-na-na, as Willie Moore Jr. was saying, my sha-na-na was like, look, we gotta have to create what we want to see. So I just really God just put it on me. I mean, I was going this way, that way. I was getting a job. I was doing this, but it was like, no, that's not what you want to do. So I did what I knew, which was events. I was always in an event. I was always in the show. I was doing these different things. So I was always curious about it. I was just in front of it. Now I was going to be behind the camera, behind the lens, right? So I just took $500 and invested that by booking my first ballroom to do a show. And I took $500 and put, you got to secure the location because you can't plan an event or do anything without a location. You can talk about, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. TV, look, that to be determined is only going to last a little while because if you're really trying to connect with the right people, if you're really trying to bring the right connections, the right level of people, they want to know that you got your stuff together. So you can't be going, well, let's go. I'm going to let y'all know, but y'all go ahead and get no tickets. No, heck to the no. So I knew I had to get me a place. So once I secured my venue, God just opened doors. I just started going from there, working off what I knew, boots on the ground, right? Grassroots marketing. And I went from there and I did my first event. I had 350 people. First out the gate. Don't nobody know Kim McNair. Who is she? I knew who it was. Who this? And that's what got it started. It really did. So I would say that's what I started with. And I didn't start with a business plan. I'm going to go over here to Bank of America and get me a loan. No.
Yeah. I started Rural Media Group with severance.
See, look at that. But you can do it. But then through the process, a lot of people have to understand the process. You get going. You're going to have to perfect your craft. You're going to have to learn some things. You may have to go back to school, which I did. You're going to have to, there's certain things you're going to need to do so that you can thrive in this business. Because let me tell you, it was at that time, I was learning, it was good, but there was a lot of, I always talk about peaks and valley moments. There was a lot of valley. I was down in the valley trying to figure it out, trying to make my way. One good thing I had was I wasn't shy. I knew how to network. Because I come out of an industry where I had to sell and market myself to get jobs, right? Yeah. So that was a gift that God gave me. I was like, these are his gifts and talents. Of course, I learned, realized that a little later on. But those were the talents that he gave me. And I wasn't going to be like those guys in the Bible. They took them talents. And that one guy, he put it in the ground and bam, I just wait on you, Lord. I want you to come. I'm going to multiply that thing, baby.
Well, you know what? It's so amazing. Like I said, in 2017, I started Rural Media Group, and the things that I was doing that I do now in Rural Media Group was a hobby. So I've always been around TV. I've been, worked for Creflo Dollar Ministries and produced a Changing Your World broadcast. I worked for Turner Broadcasting. I worked for Cox Media. I worked for the Weather Channel. And I was always in the corporate sector in these companies.
So when I met you, I thought you was working for Turner when I met you.
Turner, absolutely. And so I've always learned the business from the office, but my heart was in production. And so whenever I had an opportunity to get into the studio, to get behind a camera, or to ask a question, I would. And when I worked for Turner Broadcasting, my boss just knew that I loved being in production also. I worked for NBA TV, and I would go down to the studio and I would just sit and I would just go into the editing bays and I would look and I'd be like, well, what's this doing? It was just my heart. I never knew that this is what I was going to be getting into.
Being a sponge. You were being a sponge.
Exactly. Fast forward later. Being laid off, I'm sitting at home going, what am I going to do now? And then God said, hey, listen, look at your hands. And I was like, yeah, I know. They're just getting a little older. What's going on? He goes, I put gifts and talents in these hands. Now go and grow. And so sometimes just want you to, it's a passion that you have. Sometimes it's a gift that you have. Sometimes it's a hobby that you have. A lot of people are saying, hey, God, what am I supposed to do? Oh, I'm tired of doing this. I've been on my job. You know, people been on a job for a long time. I've been on my job for a long time, and I really want to do something different, but I don't know what I want to do. I have a good friend, Michelle Lilly. If you are listening, you know how much I got mad love for you, girl.
Somebody say, hey, Eric. Somebody say, hey, go ahead.
She cooks so well, okay?
Uh-huh.
And a talent that she has. Just, you know, we would share recipes. Now she has a catering company that she is cooking, and she's like, you know, it may start small. She's doing a lot of repasses, you know, and stuff like that. But listen,
yeah.
people eating the food and people are enjoying themselves. So don't. So the whole mantra behind this is do not look at small beginnings.
Right. Don't despise. That's right. That's
don't
right.
despise the small beginnings.
Do not do it.
You have to crawl before you walk. Listen, when you think about a baby,
all of us did it.
All of us. The baby's like, my legs were shaking. I stood up. I said, I stood up. This is a business. I stood up, and then all of a sudden, I started taking one step and two steps, and I was looking like, you know, Fred Sanford, you know, doing the whole. But now I'm running. You know,
I'm
running.
That's right.
I'm able to handle my business and stay afloat. And so women are doing it. So we want to really
easy. We don't want to. We definitely want. You know, my thing, Lynette, is always, you know, you got to put in the work. Just like your friend, she's doing cooking for repass, right? Yes. But she's going to have to go get that test, get the paperwork she needs to get certified. She got to make sure she got her license, her insurance, because somebody get choking or get sick. She want to make sure somebody had a peanut. They ain't had no business, you know, eating a peanut. They going to come after her. So she got to make sure she get her paper in order. And that's, you know, and those are things that people go, well, I don't know what to do. Well, hey, you know what, BWP, that's what we all about. That's what let me connect you to the resources you need to kind of get that. Let me get you to the person or whatever. Let me, I've already jumped through the hoops for you. So let me give you that resource. And that's what it's all about. But as she goes on, the next thing you know, she may get her, set up her industrial kitchen where she can go in there and do what she needs to do. Maybe she partners with, you look at Pinky Cole, if you know her story, you know, she did a restaurant before she had to close it, right? And then when she thought about doing Slutty Vegan, she did it in the truck. No, I'm sorry, the food truck. She was sharing a kitchen, a place with someone else in Atlanta, and she would go in there and do stuff, and she would go in there and cook and put it on the truck. That's how it went. And she would just take the truck out every night, and she would just use social media to tell them where the truck was going to be, and then she'd go out there and the lines would be. But she gave them an experience. She had a DJ. She made it fun because she knew they had to wait, so she wanted to entertain them and keep them, you know, going to get to the food. But when they got to the food, it was good. But she pressed through. But she'll tell you read her story or hear her story. She went through a lot to get where she is. She, you know, everything. And so when we look at all the people that we aspire to be or to become, oh, I like that word, becoming.
Yes.
Right?
I know that just let that settle for a second.
But you know, when you look at people that you aspire to be and want to become like, you will hear their stories. Tyler Perry talks about being homeless, sleeping in the car, right? Going to work, getting in the car, doing that, right? Oprah, look at her background. Oh my God, the family, incest, the whole nine. I mean, there's so many people, but they had to go through to get to. And only the strong survive. You know how many other people probably experience some of the same things that they have, some of the things that we have, but the stronger. And what makes you stronger is being connected to the faith. You got to have faith and perseverance. You have to be connected to a higher power. Me, you know, it's the Lord Jesus Christ. He does everything for me.
Absolutely.
I just kind of did a live the other day, and I was like, people said, Kim, you're just so spiritual. You just don't know, baby. And God brought me through all this. It wasn't. This ain't none of me. It's all of Him.
That's right.
Okay. So I trust and believe, and I look back, and I had to go through some things to realize that. I had
Yes,
to go
yes.
through some trauma. I had to, go experience some things, but he kept me. It wasn't,
Yes.
he didn't say, bam, you out, my sister. You can be, all right, your time is up. Let me go on. Come
Mm-hmm,
on up to the
mm-hmm.
gate. Let me see what you did and see if you coming up or you going down. He didn't say
No,
that. He said, no, I'm gonna give you another 24 hours and do it again.
that's
Do
right.
it again. And that's
His
what I
grace
do.
and mercy. His grace
Yes,
and
and I'm
mercy is
always
amazing.
trying to help others as best possible if I can.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm a servant leader. I serve. Everything I do is serving. Well,
Mm-hmm.
I'm serving. It's a service. KMP, I serve my clients. When I'm
Yes.
doing my nonprofit, I'm serving the women that I'm trying to help, trying to get them developed, getting them on the move, and I'm serving these young girls. I don't have a problem serving. I had someone come
Mm-hmm.
to an event and say, "You all over the place. This your event. Why are you doing this and doing that? Why not?"
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
don't think what's up with that?
Well, I mean, you also do your events in excellence, and so and this is, I don't know why this just dropped in my heart, but I'm going to say this, but it was
Mhm.
probably one of the most profound interviews that I've heard. Um, Cam Newton was interviewing. He has a little podcast, and I'm not going to say a little podcast. He's a podcast, and
Yeah.
he was interviewing the owner of Magic City.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, I want to watch this. Because if y'all don't know, if you're watching and you're not from Atlanta, Magic City has been one of the oldest adult entertainment,
Yes.
multi-million-dollar adult. If you are anybody that you're trying to be in the entertainment business, you've come through Magic City before. I've never been, but I heard they have great chicken wings.
They do. They have great chicken wings.
I have never been, but I heard they have great chicken wings. Okay, I have never been, and so maybe one day I'll go sit in the parking lot and get some of their chicken wings.
You can go for lunch. You ain't gotta go for that. Look, go make you that chicken.
I'm not looking. I'm just here for.
No, you don't have to go there for chicken wings. You can order takeout.
Then we can order takeout. I hear they have good chicken.
I've never been in there either. I've been outside. I ain't saying been there, but I've been outside.
I've been outside, and I do hear
your wings to go, baby. Get your wings.
Good wings. But he said one of the most interesting things he said. Cam asked him, was like, give us some business advice, and he said, when my baby was young, I did not leave it to other people to raise. Meaning he raised that business from the ground up. Yes. And what we do sometimes is we get in our business, we feel like it's moving and doing what we need to do. Then we start putting managers in, and then we off somewhere else and not monitoring the business. He said, I know where every air conditioning switch is, every light switch, how to do every single thing in that building. And he said, I would just advise people, keep your hands longer on your business before you start trying to give management responsibility to other people to manage your business, because no one will ever manage your business like you will. And so I'm just saying that to say, when folks are saying to you, hey, Kim, you're all over the place. No, this is an event. This is an event that a client pays for. This is an event that I'm hosting, and I'm going to be all over the place to make sure every experience, because the thing is, Kim, is when I've been in the hotel business for a bit too, it's just that we sell an experience.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. And so it's not like, okay, I'm going to go pay $500 and I'm gonna get a pair of shoes and I'm gonna say I'm gonna have these shoes and I paid $500. No, when I leave the event, I've left an experience, and I've left my money. And what experience did I get? So
and you're gonna leave with some knowledge too, though. I mean, well, it depends on what you at. It depends on what you're going through.
But you're basically attending an experience. And so it's when you go to Disney. I go to Disney and drop a lot of money, and it's like, but I came out with this. I came out with this experience. And so that's why Disney goes through the things that they do to make sure that your experience is well.
From the time you walk in the door.
From the moment you walk in the door.
That's right. It starts at the door. That's correct. That's right. If you don't get them at the door, if you screw up right at the front, it's going to take so much to get it back up. So get them in on a high. And you may have some moments where it may be a little slower. Things may, sometimes technical issues happen, but you got to be able to bounce back. Thank God that we've all been through a pandemic. Everybody understands Zoom. Everybody understands technical issues. So it's not as bad as it was, because, oh my God, it'll kill you. Yes, stuff happen. You don't want it to happen. But
Yes.
that's why you do
And
tests, you
even
come early, you do sound checks. I
right.
look at CNN and I be like, look at Don Lemon, that's my buddy. I'm like, oh, the person having a problem. You know, before it would be like, oh my God, that's CNN. Now it's not so much.
No.
But you still don't want that, but
Even,
you're not gonna kill yourself, you know.
correct.
Either.
Even with my experience on Delta this weekend, okay, mad ups to them. Like, because I didn't even tell you guys that once we landed in Atlanta, we couldn't get off the plane for 30 minutes. The reason why and this was like, this story gets worse and worse, right? But the reason why we couldn't get off the plane is because now it's 1 a.m. and they can't find anybody that can drive the jetway that attaches to the plane. You know, the tunnel
the tunnel you got to walk through.
The tunnel thing. Yeah. Well, they have a limited staff. I've never been in Hartsfield at 1 a.m. in the morning for nothing. Okay. And so they have a limited staff. The train plane that normally runs every 20 seconds or it's running every 10 minutes. And you're like, oh my God, I'm trying to get a lift to get home. But they couldn't find anybody to do that.
In domestic, I bet you it was somebody on the international side.
Yeah, probably. So and we're in domestic, and so people are standing. You know, you get to the gate, everybody unbuckles. You hear that one sound, that click, click. Everybody unbuckles. Let's get off this plane, and people are standing for 30 minutes just waiting because we can't get off the plane. And so one of the things that hit me on Monday when I was looking at my emails, bam, here's an email from Delta Airlines, and they say, you know, we can't control the weather, you know, but one thing that any person doesn't expect to do is to get to their gate and have to wait to get up to deplane. So
what did they give you? They give you some perks, they give you some miles. What they give you?
Girl, they said, and for that, we're going to give you 7,500 miles.
All right.
Give me 7,500.
Can I get five?
For 30 minutes. I was like, ooh. So it took the sting out of it, even though it wasn't, you know, I mean, what can we do? We can't go nowhere. You know, we could just be mad. It was a lot of mad people. A lot of people missed their connectors. It was a lot happening there. But even like you said, when you make a mistake or when something happens or there's a situation, you just have to know how to recover and rebound. But make sure that you take care of your people. It's all about the customer service. And that's why I fly Delta. I fly Delta because in spite of everything else, Delta does know how to make it right, even when they've made it wrong. So this is not a commercial for Delta Airlines, but mad up for Delta Airlines.
Are you giving them some props for giving them 75,000 miles?
Girl, can I just tell you, when I looked, I said, y'all give me 7,500 points, and I'm all about the points. I'm all about the points. Yeah, I was like, well, now look at that. Now, you know what? Y'all just about almost gave me another free ticket somewhere.
Yeah,
so
somewhere.
Well, listen, that's an upgrade to first class somewhere from main cabin, right? I'm like, so I'm okay with that. So let's get into, because you know, you and I can chit chat and go on and on, but there is a specific reason why you are here today. And tell us what's going on next month. I'm sounding.
Yes. Oh gosh, I'm really excited. My shirt. I should have been sitting. I had a pillow or something, but Women on the Move. So next month, September the 15th, is the 9th annual Women on the Move Summit. It is happening at the Experience.
I'm not letting you move by that. The ninth annual. So she's been doing this. She's been in business 30 years. But she's been putting this summit on for 9. This is the 9th.
This is a signature event. This I started this 9 years ago, before the nonprofit started. But I wanted to create some, because I did a couple of luncheons, and I wanted to create an atmosphere where I can bring like-minded people together, other business women. Okay, and that's that, and I'll go into that because that's probably one of the 3 things. That's part of that 3 things that I talk about. The reasons why to come together to be able to collaborate. When you come into a room with like-minded people, other entrepreneurs, other business owners, other women in leadership, those that are in the space where either you want to be there, because again, in coming together in a room with like-minded people, you can connect in ways like never before. Okay,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
can connect to grow your business, your branding. You can connect with somebody that may have something that can help you boost what you're doing, or maybe it
Hmm.
may be a partnership in what you're doing, or maybe it's just it's a mentor. It's something there. Okay,
Yeah.
you're working on your brand. You got you everybody's trying to find out who to get to pitch it and do that. That person that you need is right there in the room. And then as women, as business owners, we need to focus on taking care of ourselves, because if we
That's
fall,
right.
everything falls. If we're not together, we don't have our stuff together, our mind's not right, it's not going
Hmm.
to work. Nothing. It's
That's
going to
right.
just look like a bunch of jumbo stuff going on if we don't make sure that we are taking care of ourselves.
That's
So I
right.
make sure with the summit, the Women on the Move Summit, I make sure we collaborate, we connect, and then we create relationships. People
Hmm.
say, "Well, Kim, how do you get disconnect? And how do you get?" I had somebody call me. Well, I'm trying to get some sponsors. And how do I just wonder it's a relationship. You think I just walked in there and it's a relationship,
Correct. It's a
and those
relationship.
relationships can turn into partnerships
That's
that can
right.
help you scale and grow your business. Because when
That's
they're
right.
there and they see what you can do, you can't tell me something's not going to come up. I mean, something may it really depends on what you're doing, but the company that may need your services. I'm service driven. I don't sell it. I don't have no spotty scrubs or anything yet. I don't have a certain, some people have product line,
Yeah.
hair,
Yeah.
right? I have a service. I'm service
Yes.
driven.
But
Okay.
you've
So
also had, speaking of sponsorships, you've had Delta Airlines sponsor you
yes,
before, Georgia
I've had
Power.
Delta for
You've
4 years of the
mhm,
summit. I think 4 years, 4 or 5, 4 years out of the 9. Yes.
Georgia
And
Power.
Georgia Power, they've been
Hmm.
with me since I started. Georgia Power has
Yes.
been rocking with me since
And
the
this
first
year
time
you
I
got Roar
started.
Media Group, girl. And
Huh?
this year Roar Media Group is a
We are
sponsor.
Raw Media Group, the woman on the move, right? Oh,
Woman
so
on the
some women in
move.
some power space. Look, in some positions in the room, girlfriend.
That's right.
And
So
I
here,
mean,
this is a great opportunity to pause for the calls because we've got some folks out here. Eric Jackson, hey, Dr. Kim, he says that we need to knock it off. Well, Doc, Eric, when Doc and I get together, Eric Jackson told me we need to knock it off. No, me, because we having too much fun. When we get
oh, okay.
together,
I'm like,
we have too much fun. Carol Perils, love seeing you, girl. I love you. Hi, Coach Glenn P. Brooks is watching. He says, hey, Lynette Jackson. He says, congratulations, 9 years in a row. That's what consistency
oh
looks
yes,
like.
that's
But
important.
listen, Coach, not only 9 years for the summit, but she's been in business 30 years in a row. Mary Lynn Butler is watching. Albert Barrett is watching. That's my cousin. What's up? He said that's what consistency looks like. So let's go and give them a little clip about what is going to be happening next month. Everybody watch this.
Hey, it's Dr. Kim McNair, and I'm here to invite you personally to join me at the 9th Annual Women on the Move Summit. It's going down September the 15th at the Porsche Experience Center right here in Atlanta, Georgia. This event is for women who are in business, about business, and ready to do business. So if you are a woman that is on the move, if you are looking for the tools you can use and the bag that you need, you want to be at the Women on the Move Summit. I'll see you there September the 15th. Don't miss it.
Well, that's it. It's going down at
It's
the
going
Porsche
down.
Center. Now, Dr.
Yeah,
Kim, have you driven one of the cars before?
most definitely.
Okay, so
By
you
myself.
by yourself. So
Yeah.
tell us about the Porsche experience. What is that environment like? Because this is a venue that she has had events at before.
Right, but this is the first time the summit is being there.
The summit,
Actually, yes, the
but you've
summit
had
is being
events
done
there.
for the first time, but I've done some other events there. Not only myself, I did a fundraiser for my
Mhm.
nonprofit there this year, but I've also done events there for my clients. So there's a relationship.
Yes. So tell us
Okay,
about what
building a
that Porsche
relationship.
experience is about.
Well, basically, you get the history of this German car. You learn about the family. It's still a family-owned business. Porsche is still family-owned, and so you get to learn about that. the location is beautiful. I mean, the way they have it set up there, the restaurant, just the whole area. You get to look at the cars, of course, take pictures in front of the cars. They got videos going on. They have a simulation room if you want to go on there and just, do that. But then the experience of driving the car, of course, there's some things you kind of got to go through, I guess certain steps, you got to make sure you cover it, right? Things of that nature. You got to sign some waivers now. You get out there and go spin it out of control now. But it's really good. With the summit, I'm offering. You can register to do a demo ride in the Porsche with the Women on the Move Summit. It's a limited number, and I think we have some. I'm going to be giving some experiences away. Also, so somebody that morning will be driving that afternoon, and just getting out there, just experiencing that. But if you want to register for the summit, register through the drive, it's going to be great. It's going to be great. But it's it's an experience that you have to experience.
It's partnership with Porsche being able to do that, because you're now developing a partnership and relationship and connecting there. And then I think that it's just really awesome that Women on the Move is in a fast moving car.
Oh
like
yes,
Porsche.
that was yes.
Yes. I think that is so awesome.
This is going to be this is really good. This is going to really kind of bring it all together, because this is 9 years. I got to get ready for 10. Now, somebody said to me, when I was kind of having a conversation, that's why, I talk to him mostly, because talking to other people, oh, you should wait till 10. Why wait? Who said why wait? Why wait? No, let's go. Look, we done been through a pandemic. Anybody waiting for nothing. God said,
we can do 9, 10, 11, 12.
I can do as many, right? But yes, this was a great opportunity to come in and do this event with them. I'm really excited about it, and it's kind of almost like a test, because they haven't done a conference of this magnitude at the facility. We typically you do luncheons, they have meeting space for certain, but what we're coming in to do is going to be an experience on both parts. So it's going to be something, and I'm excited, and they're excited to see. I love the team there that I work with. I've been working with them on, now for a couple of years. They do a great job. You can't get on the premises without being, because you gotta be on the list. If you haven't registered, don't just say I'm gonna show up and you can't do that. It has to be in advance. So I want to put that out there. Yes. You have to register in advance. It has to be done, because I have to have every name and everything at that front gate before you even drive on the premises when you get to security. So that is one thing that's important. So that's where I'm at now, just making sure I'm getting with my sponsors, getting them all checked in and everybody. But we have Southern Regional Medical Center, their sponsor. Again, I talk about health, mental health, all that for a woman. We need that. They have a great women's center over there. Oh gosh, we have WCLK, Jazz of the City. Wendy Williams, she has been rocking with me since the beginning, since we did the very first one at the Riverdale Town Center. Your power, right? Yeah, yes, girl. They have Roy Media is there. Clayton County Water Authority, they've been a partner now for 5 years. Just great to have them to want to make sure that they're connecting to people within the community. And we're just a community of people coming together. And there's more. Next level, oh my gosh. But we come together, and a lot of people think, empowerment here we're gonna have. Yes, we want to motivate you, we want to inspire you, we want to get you going, but we want to give you things. I tell all my panelists, please come to speak and pour into these women. And men are invited to come as well, because we do have one man this year. I've had an all-male panel one year, but we have Lance Triggs with Operation Hope coming to talk about the 1 billion or 1 million Black business initiatives that Operation Hope has. But I want them to be able to we need the secret sauce. We need those tools. We need those. Everybody's trying to level up. Oh, I want to do this. Okay, you may be in a leadership position, or you want to move up to a leadership position. You may be here and you got this team, but you're trying to get to that. You're trying to get to the next level. Vice president. You're trying to get to that next level. Well, they're going to be women, and I want to read them off before we get off.
Yeah, I wanted to say, share the speakers and
I am
the
that are
folks
on
that
the
are going to
panel
be
that
there.
are already there, that are in those spaces that are going to be able to tell you this. Let me tell you kind of how I did it. Maybe you need to navigate this way, and they're still there. They can kind of tell you what, because if you don't have anybody to kind of give you the tools or the information you need, then you're going to continue to be stuck, be sitting here making the wrong choices, the wrong moves when you could have went this way. Okay, no, I need to dodge. I need to move this way. Okay, now I see how I got to do it. I'm telling you, come ready to ask questions.
Yeah.
Look, I'm bringing
Why
people to the
recreate
table.
the wheel?
Right.
Why recreate the
no.
wheel when someone else has done it successfully? You
That's
know, when you can hook up with a Dr. Kim who's been in business for 30 years and is doing her 9th summit. Okay. And so you're aspiring to do summits. You're aspiring to be even a meeting planner. You need to come and hook up and do, you know, connect with other women that are doing things that are just powerhouses. So you got some powerhouse lineup. Share them.
So we have Tiffany Kirk. Now, some of you may know Tiffany Kirk. She was on Ready to Love. Why did Tiffany do Ready to Love? I guess it was just really out of fun. But she's the vice president of community relations for Regions Bank. So we want a great relationship. Y'all want that relationship? Well, you better come on. Okay.
You want that relationship with some money? Come learn it.
That's right. But again, you need that. You need it. Carisha Moore. She is the president and CEO of Usher's New Look Foundation. Okay, and I should say Carisha Moore Esquire. So she's going to be in the building. We got Erica Rocker. She's the director of economic development for Clayton County. And again, somebody that's in a position that can kind of tell you. I think she just was telling me last week they got some grant money. They got some big money. They're giving away millions of dollars. So again, how do I go about getting that? How do I? What do I need to do? They're going to be in the room. Okay, Monica McCoy. Well, she's a global speaker, a business strategist. We need strategies. We need to know how to navigate. We want to do business globally, right? She's going to be right in the room. Alnicia Craig. She is the media relations manager for the busiest airport in the world, Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta Airport.
The one that I was just in the other day.
Okay, it's that now. Okay, so again, people that are there and knowledgeable. We have Tia Cummings. She is the senior vice president of global marketing for Square. Now, how many of y'all use Square? All right, now
we all use Square.
Okay, senior vice president. She ain't okay. So who's gonna be able to again to give you what you need to spit some knowledge? I shouldn't say spit. Okay, that's what the rappers say. They spit bars. Look, to put something in that bag that you're gonna leave with. All right. Look, I wrote them all down. Valencia Williamson, she's the president and CEO of Clayton County Chamber of Commerce. You need to be connected to a chamber. You want to do business, be in business. You need to be where the business people are. If it's that chamber or the other chamber, but she's going to be able to share a little backstory, but also the benefits of being connected. I'm a member of ABL as well, so that there's a benefit there. A lot of people say, "Oh, what the chamber do for you, honey?" They will do some things for you. You just have to be involved. If you just join and sit back, then
everybody knows somebody though, because they can hear what you're doing and say, "Oh, you know what? I know somebody who needs that. So let me make the connection."
That's right. So we got Chloe Taylor Brown. She's a lifestyle strategist. She's also a publisher. She's an author. She, when you see, she's beautiful, but Chloe is there to kind of really lifestyle. Okay, we need. It's all about that lifestyle. If you don't have that style within yourself, it's presentation is important. Okay, and no matter what's going on, presentation is still important. You need to know how to present yourself when you walk in there to give that pitch or going there to do that presentation. All of those things, and when you start connecting with these women and they start bringing you into those rooms, into those circles, you need to have it together. Dr. Clea Etheridge, she's coming to give us she's a holistic doctor. She's going to do our motivational moments. So I'm really excited about what she's bringing to the table. So I said, I don't want to know, just bring it. You better bring it. You better bring it. Of course, I said Lance. And then our moderator host is Summer Jackson. She's a correspondent. I pulled it up, but Summer and I met at a conference last year. And we just hit it off. She sat at my table. We had a great time. She's a professor over at, I think she's at Clark, Atlanta, or maybe Spelman, or maybe both. but we had such a good time together. And she talked about, being on Sister Circle, and she talked about a few other things that she did. And she does a show on CBS 46. I was like, oh, when I said, look, let me keep your number because I got some things coming around. And look, it took a whole year. And I called her. She said, oh, I didn't forget you, honey. She's beautiful. I think she knows how to kind of handle the stage and do all that. A lot of people say, well, Kim, why don't you do it yourself? I said, it's okay. I'm good. I'm gonna speak. I'm gonna represent. I'm gonna let y'all know how much I love you. Glad y'all had, for y'all to be there. But I'm gonna be there to serve you guys and make sure everything runs smoothly. Yes. So those are some of the guests. I think I got some more. Oh God, did I say Misty Fernandez? Oh my gosh, regional director for Georgia Power.
Okay, there we go.
Misty Fernandez, we can't leave Misty out. She is someone we've been getting to know each other. She's kind of new in the region with me, but it's still like family. I mean, once you get into that family, it's like wow. So sister, cousin, girl. So we get together and we have a good time, and she's excited and ready.
So how can a person get connected? Where do they need to go? They need to go to your Facebook page, Dr.
No, they can go to McNairProductions.com. They can go to bwepinc.org. BWEPINC, that's bwepinc.org, and go right in there and get more information. But I wanted to mention this. I know we have to go. I am 2 years ago, I started the Women on the Move Awards, and I will be honoring 3 women this year. Yes, 3 women will be honored. I started doing that because I thought it was important to just give people their flowers while they're here.
That's important.
Work. People do a lot of things that other people don't see, and you always see the same people. And I'm like, no, these young ladies are doing the doggone thing. So I'm doing the Collaborator Award with Patrina King.
Good.
Yes, Patrina King. She has Golf Women Mean Business. Yes, and she does and she collaborates with a lot, and she is doing some amazing things out on a golf course with women, teaching them the fundamentals of business through golf.
Yes,
I said, this is bad. She's bad. Sabrina Lowry. Sabrina is the tech evangelist. When it comes to technology and doing tech behind the scenes, on the side of the scenes, whatever, she does it. So she has the Geek Academy. I'm giving her her
was
flowers.
Was she there at the Capitol that day?
Yes, we did.
Okay, I met her. I'm gonna tell you, I gave her a business card, and I said, "Oh, do you have a business card?" And she says, "Yes." Pull out your phone. Can I just tell you, I was on my way to another meeting after that, but I could not even. I now have a digital business card because of her. So
wow, make sure you tell her that. And then the third person we're giving is our Creator Award. So it's Collaborate, Connect, and Create. Our Creator Award is going to a young millennial. Her name is Samanitha Mulat. She has started her own beauty line, Mulat 6, HX Professionals, and she is going to get her flowers right now and she's doing some amazing things with her line. She started with lipstick. Now she's got lashes, shadow. She has foundation,
on the move.
And she's doing beard stuff for men now. So these are all women on the move. Yay!
Women on the move. And so if you are a woman that is aspiring to do some amazing things, you need to be on September 15th. Now, what time does the summit start?
Well, we start 8 o'clock. 8 to 9 is kind of like getting in there, registration, networking, continental breakfast. Come on in, get your coffee, get your tea, get your seat. We start at 9 and we end at 2.
So it's a day, so mark it on your calendars. It's a day that you just want to go and pour into your own business, pour into yourself, and get connected with some other beautiful sisters that are doing the darn thing. And Dr. Kim, I always love talking to you because I'm excited. We've been talking a lot lately because I'm sponsoring some stuff and doing some things with Women on the Move. And so I'm excited just to attend my first summit with you. And I'm looking forward to, who I'm going to meet and what seriously, I'm ready to glean and be a sponge that day.
Right. And I just want the questions. I just want you to come with an open mind, come to receive, come because if you come positive, you come like I'm going to get this. I'm gonna get, everybody talking about getting their bag. I'm gonna have bags for you. Just start putting the stuff in there. Okay,
Just
write it down.
come get your bag so that you can get your bag.
That's right. And I'm telling you, and just come to enjoy and have a good time. We got lunch. We're gonna, those that are gonna drive are gonna drive. And we're just going to enjoy a good day together.
A good day. So block the whole day off. Block the whole day off.
Yeah, I'm letting everybody out. I said I want to stop at 2 because I know people got traffic, want to beat the traffic, get where they got to go. I feel like this. We don't need all the way to 5, 6 o'clock. Let's get in there, get what we need, bam, and let you take it back to your business and put it to work.
Awesome. Well, Dr. Kim, thank you so much for joining us on Speak Out Loud and speaking out loud about the Women on the Move Summit that's coming up on September 15th at the Porsche Experience. So for that, and that reason only, you ought to come there and get some knowledge and then go outside and play with one of those cars. Yeah. Dr. Kim, thanks so much for joining us on Speak Out Loud. And of course, girl, we're going to have you back again.
Thank you.
All right. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching Speak Out Loud today, the story behind the brand, and hanging out with me and my good friend, Dr. Kim. I'm super excited about what she's doing, as a businesswoman and a woman in business and ministry. I'm gleaning from her. We didn't even talk about the fact that we met each other years ago. And we've been rocking as friends ever since. And I've watched her grow and evolve, and she's watched me grow and evolve. And so we've just had a beautiful sisterhood ever since. So listen, September 15th, Women on the Move Summit. It's going to be in Atlanta. It's going down starting at 9 a.m. at the Porsche Experience. Come and get some knowledge, and then come and have some fun as well. Remember that God loves you until we see each other again. God loves you. I love you. But most importantly, learn to love yourself. Bye for now.
You've been watching Speak Out Loud, the story behind the brand with your host, Lynette Jackson. Please like, share, and subscribe to this podcast. And until next week, don't forget to use your voice to speak out loud.